Welcome back, y'all. So we're headed out to the Kentucky River today to do some catfishing. We were planning on going early this morning, but we got up and it was about 20 degrees, so we decided to make it an afternoon trip. It's been a while since we've been on the river. It's been way up and down all winter, but it's in pretty good shape right now. Not sure how good the fish are going to be biting, but we're going to find out. First, we got to stop and get something to eat because we're about to starve to death. You want some Subway, Landon?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys in a few. All right, y'all, so here's the boat ramp situation. I was a little bit worried about this when I left the house. It's been a couple weeks since the river came down, so I was hoping they'd already got to it, but I guess not. We're gonna head back upriver to another ramp I know of that'll probably be clean. I don't like the stretch of river as well up there as I do this one, but we're gonna go make the best of it and enjoy the afternoon. Boat hasn't been started in probably over a month, so I'm glad it fired right up. Maybe not. All right, so I had to do a little temporary trailer repair here. One of my bunk boards came loose and floated off the trailer, so we got that taken care of. If the second half of the day goes like the first half of the day does, then we probably won't catch anything, but we're gonna do our best to have fun. Y'all, so we've been out here for a while and we've wasted quite a bit of time, I guess. We tried to catch some bait, didn't have any luck doing that. Luckily we brought some frozen bait, and then we ran up and down the river several miles just scanning stuff that I fished here in the past, and the only spot that I marked any fish in was right here in this river bend. It drops down to about 50 foot, got a lot of wood cover on it, and there's a lot of catfish down there. I don't know if they'll bite or not. The river's in pretty good shape, but you know, we went from 70-degree weather to 30-degree weather, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect the bite. If y'all hear that noise and wonder what that is, there's a bridge back there. They call it the Singing Bridge. It's got, the bottom of it's made out like mesh, like think of like a storm drain you would walk over. It's made out of that. So when a car drives over it, it makes a crazy noise. It gets kind of annoying after a while. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Just couldn't make them bite today. I kind of figured it might be tough. It was a high pressure day right after a big cold front, so the wind's supposed to blow for the next few days, but the next decent day we get, we're gonna come back out here and try this again. Hopefully that ramp on down river will be cleaned off by then and we can get down there and try to catch some big blues, so stay tuned. So it's been about a week since we've been on the river. The weather's been trash. It's been cold, windy, and rainy just about every day, but it's a beautiful day today, nice and warm, and man, this weather's got me fired up for some springtime fishing. The river actually came up a little bit, which we needed it to. We needed a little more current. We've got that, and they also cleaned the boat ramp off, so we're gonna be able to get in here and fish where we originally wanted to last time. Although it's a beautiful day and the river's in good shape, we're the only ones in the parking lot, and that's not uncommon. It's rare to see another boat on the water down here. And there's a good reason for that. This is one of the toughest places I've ever fished, but I also know just from living around here and fishing here a lot, there's some monsters that live in here. Not many of them, but if you can find them and get them to bite, there's some giants in here. So we're gonna get the boat in the water. We're gonna see if we can hook into one of them big fish tonight. so we came up in a creek here, and the water temperature is like 6 degrees warmer than the main river. There's a bunch of fish up in here. I'm not sure if they're shad or not. I hope that's what they are. We're gonna throw the net a little bit. Hopefully we don't get it hung up. $200 cast net, you lose that, that'll ruin a fishing trip real quick.
I mean, the cast net pretty much takes up the whole creek. There's something in there. Gar.
No, it's an Asian or something. Buffalo, we'll take that. Biggest fish I ever caught was on a buffalo.
Yeah.
Used to, I would have threw him back, but ever since we caught that 88 on a piece of that, I normally keep him. All right, y'all, so we're set up in our first spot. We're probably about 10 miles downriver from the ramp. And what I've done is I've just picked out spots that I'm gonna hit on the way back. I think we got 4 spots picked out. So we're gonna start right here. We brought some frozen skipjack with us, of course. And then I'm gonna fillet that buffalo out here in a minute, but I got a couple more rods I gotta rig up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 of them out now. That way we'll have baits in the water and we'll be fishing. About time to sharpen this knife, if y'all can't tell. I could probably use the back side of it and be better off. And we're not gonna throw any big baits today, just like the last time. The water temperature, let's see what the water temperature is. 50 degrees. So it's warming up slowly. We're using 4 and 5 ounce weights, and 3-weight rigs is what I got on most of them. I got some 5/0 hooks for some smaller baits, and I've also got some 8/0 hooks for the heads. So yeah, we're just using our medium action tangling with catfish rods again. Plenty enough rod to fish this 1.5 mile an hour current. And definitely makes things a lot more fun. If y'all want to check these rods out, I always put a link to most of the stuff I use down in the video description. All right, so I got to rig these 2 up. One of them's got a bad hook on it. One of them doesn't have anything on it. Then I'm gonna cut that buffalo up. I'm gonna put a piece of that on both these rods. All right, y'all, so this spot was pretty dead. Nothing down there but a few channel cats picking at our baits. So we're gonna pull anchor and head up to the next spot.
Now.
Backlash? Really? I blew it up, son.
Ooh, it might be on there. Maybe not.
Here, got something here, reel it in.
It's really staying down.
Yeah, we got hooked up with something here. I don't have any idea. Probably old channel cat. A channel cat or a gar. This spot's full of gar right now. And I don't know what's going on with that rod over there. It just keeps easing down. Must have a stick or something on it.
Man, this thing's staying down. It might be a flathead.
It ain't no flathead. It didn't bite like
Could
one.
be. It's not rolling or anything.
Well, he ain't ripping no drag or nothing. So.
Oh my God.
Asian carp. Well, it might be a little blue.
It's spinning out.
Oh, nice channel cat though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Caught him on the buffalo. Tatanka.
Tatanka. Tatanka.
Yeah, boy, that's a nice channel cat, but that's not what we're fishing for today, but better than nothing, I guess. All right, y'all, there he is. That's a really nice channel cat for the Kentucky River, I'll tell you that. Like, there's another one right there. Throw him back and get that one. He's hooked. Now that one got off, but oh well. You know, I'd like to come down here and I'd like to downsize everything and actually come down here and fish for channel cats one day, because I just like to know how many we could catch.
There's a bunch of
Because
them
every
down
time
there.
we set up, look, there's another one right there.
It wasn't a gar.
Every time we set up in a spot down here, it's always, they shred our baits. Of course, they can't get the hook most of the time.
It wasn't a gar.
Wasn't a gar.
Ain't no teeth marks.
Yeah, it looks like a channel cat. I guess we'll sit here a little bit longer, but I think that's about all it's gonna be here is channel cats. All right, so we gave this spot about 30 minutes. I don't think there's anything down there except for channel cats and gar. So we're gonna reel them up and head up to our next spot. Now this next spot we're going to, I've caught a lot of big fish up here, so we'll probably give it a little more time. I got a little more confidence in this spot.
Oh my, just tipped the whole boat over. It's got soaked. That's right.
That wasn't too bad.
That's right. I wonder how they sound. You know what? Oh! That's our fish. That's it.
Man, we sat here for like 30, we sat down for probably like 30 seconds after we cast it out. And he drilled this thing. Now I don't think it's a giant fish, but it's gonna be a decent blue.
Now I'm gonna skipjack, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. When you fish hard and have a tough day, when you finally do catch a decent fish, it sure does make it mean a whole lot more. I actually had my best day, well, not just me, but we had our best day ever. Me, Landon, and my dad fishing right here in this creek mouth. About maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Oh, he's starting to pull a little bit. See, if you're fighting a fishing current like this, the worst thing you can do is pull on him hard enough to where he'll come to the top of the water, because then you got to drag him in, and if he's not hooked good, you're going to lose him. So if you're fighting one in current like this, if you just keep the rod bent, keep pressure on him, but don't pull him real hard, they'll normally end up swimming to the boat. That's exactly what he's done right here. If you got to pulling on him real hard, he'll come up on top way out there and start rolling around and make you drag him, and a lot of times that's when you'll lose them.
It's about to come up in a minute, probably.
Did you bump on them rod? No, there's another one. It's going. It's going. No, maybe. This one came kind of out in the middle of the river. I wasn't really expecting that. Oh, he's bigger than I thought he was.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
probably 25. It's a nice, oh, that's on the head.
Skipjack.
Yeah, he ate the head. That's a little channel cat picking at it there.
I don't think we're even gonna get a fish big enough to have to use the net.
I know. Yeah, he might go a little better than 20. What do you think, Landon?
Yeah.
We can get a weight on him. I know a lot of people like to see us weigh the fish. I normally don't weigh them if I'm not making a video, but I see a ton of comments where people really appreciate me weighing the fish, because it's hard to tell on video how big a fish is. All right, so there's what he ate, just a average size skipjack head. And if you notice, I don't have a sinker on here, and this is another reason why I really like fishing a 3-way rig when you're anchor fishing. This is all rock bottom right out here, big rocks. You lose a lot of tackle here. So I'm sure what happened is this sinker was hung in the bottom down in between 2 rocks. And that fish bit, and I use a lighter pound dropper loop for my sinker. So when that fish bit and took off, he was able to break that line. If this had been a regular, you know, like slip sinker or something tied directly to my swivel, I'd have probably never caught that fish, because it would have probably broke the main line before it would have, the sinker would have never came off, you know. So this is 20-pound line that the sinker was tied to, and he was able to break that. This is 30-pound line going to my reel, the main line, and then I got 60-pound line going to my hook. All right, what's your guess?
27.
I don't think he's that big. I'd say he'll be about 22. I'll say 24 in the net. Man, I was pretty close, wasn't I?
24.
24-20 in the net. So he's a 22 pounder. About 22 pounds. See what, I'm gonna put a rag on my hand. There he is, guys. What a great fish. Great fish for anywhere, but especially for this river. I'm gonna go ahead and get him back. He's definitely been eating good. There's something in here he's been eating. Oh, look at that. Your turn, Landon. Oh, he just spit it. Maybe he'll come back and get it. There's definitely some fish here, though. We're gonna catch some more. Oh, there you go. Get him. Gonna get one more before we head out. Man, this has turned out to be a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
What you got there?
I think it's a pretty big channel cat. Oh my!
Channel?
Definitely a channel.
Yeah, another big channel. Yeah, he's about like that other one, I guess, isn't
Yeah, another decent for a channel.
he? Yeah, good looking channel cat. We just don't see a lot of big ones like that around here. I know that's a small channel cat for some parts of the world, but for this river around here, that's a nice one. All right, we got probably about 10 minutes left before it gets completely dark, and we might even sit here a little bit longer. We'll have to see how it goes.
Are you peeing?
All right, y'all, we're gonna bring them in. It's getting cold out here, and we got a long ride back to the truck. So that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know we had a blast. It was pretty tough fishing, but we stayed at it. We were able to catch a pretty good fish. All in all, pretty good day. But I want to thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. We'll see you next time.